Look forward to it. We've got a couple of minutes to go. Just let everyone get into the VC, and then I'll start the record and introduce you. Are we just speaking to you today, Mira, or is there anyone else I need to unmute for the AMA?
Yeah, it will be just only me today.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we got about a minute left here, guys, before we get started, and we are already live on YouTube, and we'll have the recording out for everybody. We're gonna mute the chat. We're gonna post all the official socials so everybody can follow along. And then on the second half of the AMA, if there's time, we'll take some questions as well from the community. So if you hear something interesting, stick around, raise your hand, and we'll try to get to as many as possible.
Okay, we're on the hour. If you're ready, Mira, I can start the record and introduce you. We can go into the SeahorseChain project.
Okay.
Welcome to the Wellcoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we have joining us SeahorseChain. SeahorseChain, we've got Mira from the project speaking to us today. It's got a multi-reward staking pool, Seahorse launch pool, a SeahorseChain DEX. We'll be talking about all that and more shortly. But first, can you introduce yourself with your background and experience, Mira?
Yep. So hi guys. First I will introduce myself. I'm Mira. I'm the CMO of the Seahorse Change project. And yep, as Seahorse Change, we are providing you guys a decentralized exchange project so that you guys can swap tokens across multiple chains. And it's gonna also be a whole ecosystem you guys can join in when we release all of our utilities, including the staking, including the games, and also the launch pool, right before we finally release the Seahorse change. So welcome to our project.
Okay, great, Mary. Yeah, so if, for our community investors, if you could give us an introduction to the SeahorseChain, what utilities are attached to it, what you're planning for the project going forward.
Yep. So basically, for creating the Seahorse change, we really want to create a high performance blockchain where user can actually trade and earn on like the most progressive that's developed on the multi-chain technology. And we hope that we can bring up the highest convenience and security for all of our communities at the moment. So currently, we are working on the testnet version first and the tokens ourselves after we got the just to make sure that the fundraising and the launching is going to be smooth and we can focusing on creating the community before the actual Seahorse chain is going to be released. So for that reason, our currency of this project, which is SEAH, so is going to be first based on Binance Smart Chain to help us easier to attract new user coming in. So meanwhile, doing that with our ecosystem, we will also trying to provide the best convenience for investor by providing first is the launch pool. This is very important, and I think it's one of the most outstanding feature we have in our ecosystem at the moment. So it's going to be a platform where project owners will be able to launch the tokens to BSC user who stake seal tokens in the pool. And this is a new opportunities for our stakeholder in the crypto ecosystem. And we want to bring the community the new opportunity to get involved in shaping the future. And to do that, we want to say that the way we will attract new projects owners coming in is that we will have like lower fees of listing the project into a launch pool compared to other competitors, and the process of such as a liquidity pool is going to be easier for them too. So yep, that's about our launch pool. And on the Seahorse game, we will have like a fairy tale like plan to build a sea land of the owners on oceans for every players who join in. So by collecting resources, players can actually build their own sea islands with decorations, and they can usable NFT which they have purchased from us, so that they can play on the islands together. And the NFT itself is going to be a seahorse, which is the character of the main game. So the game mode is going to have four main modes. The first is swimming. So you can use your seahorse to swim and then collect some mood. And for the fishing mode, you guys can actually use the seahorse to fishing and collect some food from it. The logging is similar. The logging and the mining is similar. You guys play in game and then you can harvest some woods or some gems available. So all of these rewards you are having can be exchanged into these seal tokens of the project, and from that you can earn like passive income for it. And another one I want to mention is the Seahorse staking pool. So this is a multi rewards pool, which is an additional earning options for traders and also holder of a project. So user can get multiple rewards in different tokens. At first, is definitely gonna have rewards for seal tokens of the project, and currently we are developing um, additional rewards such as WBNB or BUSD. So if you want to get such Gloria rewards, you would need to stake seal tokens and activate them by trading volumes of your current accounts within our ecosystem. So it is also related to the swap, the seahorse swap that we have developed. And this is an exceptional chance to raise your income with lucrative conditions. So it has many interested party into it. And yep, I think it's going to be a great way of attracting new investors and community user into our ecosystem right before the Seahorse chain is going to be released, because when it's getting released, it's going to be much easier for us to transfer off the users to our new blockchain.
Great, Mira. Thanks for the information about the project. And let's go back to the Seahorse launch pool. You've got whitelist spots for investors if you hold so many tokens in the Seahorse chain. How does it work to get involved with the launches on the platform?
Pardon? Can you say it again? I'm sorry, my connection is really poor at the moment.
Sure, yeah. I was just asking about the Seahorse launch pool, how it will work for investors to get whitelist spots for projects that launch on the platform.
Oh yeah. So as you can see, the preset at the moment is a whitelist only. So if you want to get a whitelist spot, there will be two ways to do it. The first way is more randomly. You're gonna go to our Telegram groups and Telegram announcement group to join in our whitelist event. And we would do it with the winners so that we can come up with a list of whitelist spots. The second way you can do it is that, for example, if you already our partners, current partners, and maybe potential partners just within the next 1 or 2 days, the communities is within that partners is gonna get some extra whitelist spots for them. For example, if you are in Caesar or you are in Venom cause group, we will give them 5 spots so that the community can get some wireless spot for the pre-sale. So that's what is going to happen. And of course, it's going to be really beneficial for people who get the wireless spots, because of course we are trying to limit down the number of wireless lists we can have, and that is going to help us a lot to make sure that the project, when it has to the listing stage on PancakeSwap, is going to have more FOMO from the communities, and everyone can get opportunity to get beneficial for them.
Okay, great, Mira. And but going back to the actual pre-sale, but the Seahorse launch pool, how will it work for investors to get whitelist spots for projects that launch on the Seahorse launch pool platform? Will you need to hold a certain amount of tokens, and will you get priorities if you hold more tokens to get whitelist spots for other projects that launch on your platform?
Oh yeah, if talking about the launch pool is also gonna be similar to the way we are doing pre-sale right now. So if you want to get a wallet spot when to join the pre-sale of a project on our launch pool, you will need to join the event. And some of that we are trying to create like a database of customer or user within our ecosystem. So if they already hold some of our tokens, SEAL tokens, they will get the priority to get higher chance to win a wireless spot of these newly launched project on our launch pool. And of course, we will have also have like the signing up for a profile. And once we get all the profiles and all the database, it's easier for us to control and to monitor who is going to be the one that can have higher chance to get a wallet spot based on the trading volume of the user on our ecosystem, of course. And secondly, what if they have joined the events of the newly launched project or not. So it depends on two sides.
Mirror. And do you have like a scouting team going out there looking for potentially good projects to launch on the Seahorse launch pool? And what's the vetting procedures to launch on your launch pool?
So it's gonna be simple. It's not gonna be very difficult to do that. You will need to fill out a form, which is completely online, and it's gonna be on a launch pool platform too. So next after that, you will need to get at least some of the security checks up about a project, and for us, we want to make sure that each of our project when it came to our launch pool they will go through an audit and also go through an KYC. So is for the KYC in the audits is not we will also provide a service for them to do that, but it's not going to be too expensive at first. And after that, they will need to pay a fee of listing, and we intend to make the fee of listing very easy for everyone. It's just around like 1.2 to 1.5 no 0.2 to 0.5 BNB per project. So I think it's a fair price for everyone.
And will you be taking any of the tokens from the projects launched on the platform, or will it just be a BUSD or BNB contribution to launch on the Seahorse launch pool?
Actually, we won't take any tokens from the project, but if we see that that kind of project is potential enough, we would talk directly to the owner of the project about partnerships and further collaborations with them. So it's easier that way if we stand ourselves as a marketer or a promotional organizations to them compared to taking their tokens.
And what's the profit breakdown from the launch pool? Will some go back to buyback and burns, marketing, some to expand in the launch pool in the future?
Pardon, can you say it again? Sorry.
Sure. I was just asking about the breakdown from the profits from the Seahorse launch pool. Where will it be going? Will it be like buyback and burns going towards marketing, or going back into the launch pool to promote it?
We would do a launch pool promoting. So it's gonna have like advertisement spots on the platform for us. So it's gonna be another source of income for us. And of course, it's just around the listing fee from other projects.
I see. And going back to you were saying about the Seahorse game, what's the sort of gameplay you're planning around the Seahorse game? I think you said it was a sort of a fairy tale type game, and there's going to be an NFT series. How many NFTs are going to be printed? How much will it cost for investors to buy the NFTs?
So this is a play to earn game, and is using NFTs, which are the seahorse, and we are intending to release an NFT collections of Seahorse around 200 to 300 NFT at first, and we will also do it at for people who want to buy. It's gonna be doing wireless only too. So if they want to get one NFT, they will need to join in our event, and that's the only way they can get one NFT if possible.
And what's the security on the smart contract? I think you've got a SafeU plus audit and a KYC. Who's the audit been done with?
We have done the SafeU, we have done the audits and the KYC with a partner of PinkCell. So it's totally fine. And of course, we have holding no tokens for this project, and all of the token distribution is also vested, so you guys can feel safe with that. For the audits, we work with Interfi for that, and for the KYC, we did it with the Cyberscope. So if you guys come to our PinkCell pre-sale link, you guys can see all the information there.
Okay, great, Mira. And the multi-reward staking pool, what type of rewards can investors make? Is it locked, unlocked staking? What's the sort of APR potential APY investors can make?
So the APY will runs around 10% to 15%, depending on your trading volume, which is connected to your accounts. If you guys have been an active users in our ecosystem, such as using the swap or you playing the games, so we will based on your database or profile to make sure that you have been unlocked to a higher percentage of APY.
I see, Mira. And you're planning a SeahorseChain and a DEX. I'm wondering if that's going to be a layer one blockchain you're building in the future for the SeahorseChain.
First, we would do it. We would do it on Binance Smart Chains first because, as I mentioned earlier, I want to focusing on creating a community first. So once you get a whole blockchain out, it's easier to just transfer the current user you already have in your ecosystem to transfer the blockchain they use it to our new Seahorse chain. It's easier than you just create the whole chain from the beginning and then you just start taking user in. It's going to be a long time. So that is our current strategy for the Seahorse chains before its final release.
Okay, great, Mira. And what's the plans for the marketing after launch, say for the first quarter? What are you doing to promote the launch pool, the Seahorse launch pool, and the other utilities around the project and the token in the future?
So currently, if you guys notice, we have been saving up for the launch, which is the marketing effort is gonna be distributed heavier at the time we list on PancakeSwap. The reason for it is simple. We have a lot of partners at the moment, and for the wireless or the pre-sale, which is wireless only, we have enough spot, or maybe we doesn't have enough spots for the community who want to join our pre-sale. But yep, so for that reason, we are trying to line up of the partners and the current partners, the ex-partner, the potential partners coming up. All of them is going to be supporting us during the time we list on PancakeSwap, and it's going to be huge. Of all the the communities going to support us is from around the world, mostly from Turkey, from China, and some in Vietnamese community too. So all of them is going to be pushed at once around 14 p.m. of 11 October. It's going to be the time when we list on PancakeSwap. And yeah, after the launch, the marketing effort is still going on. We are due, of course, we have been applied for the CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap fast track listing, and we hope that it's going to be released soon. I hope that it's going to be on 11 of October too, but maybe just around 1 to 2 hours after we finally launch on PancakeSwap is going to be great. Yep, that's the first thing. And after the launch pool is going to be released first, and after that is come after is the game. After the game, the staking is also be released, because the staking is kind of like very in contract with the launch pool, and the swap and the game is gonna take up some profile and some staff calculations, just to make sure that you have the right to access this type of ABY. So yep, that's the current plan.
I see, Mira. And going back to the pre-sale, so you said if community investors like in our WorldCoin talk, if we come over to your Telegram, we can win whitelist spots still. And when does the pre-sale start? What's the soft cap, hard cap, and was there a private sale?
For the pre-sale, it's gonna start from 10th of October, which is just 2 days ahead, and it will start at 12 p.m. UTC time. It's gonna end just in one day, which is 11th of October at 15 p.m. UTC time. So the soft cap for it is 150 BNB, and the hard cap is 300 BNB. So it's quite simple goal to achieve for us. And the listing rate is gonna be 66,330 SU tokens per BNB. And the unsold token is gonna be burned, and the liquidity lockup time is gonna be 1 year after the pool ends. So if you want to get a wallet spots, I think that you guys should join our events is the first thing, and the second thing is getting to your communities at the moment. We'll give some wallet spots for you guys to be a part of us.
Great, Mira. Let's open up to community investor questions. Let's see, Syed, you had a question for Mira at SeahorseChain. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so Glenn also asked this question that the blockchain that you are developing, is it layer one blockchain, and what consensus will you be adopting for your blockchain?
I'm really sorry. Can you say it again? Is my connection again? Sorry.
Yeah, I can repeat that. So I was just thinking that the blockchain that you are developing, is it layer one blockchain, and which consensus are you adopting for your blockchain?
Yep. So it's gonna be just one blockchain only. It's a SeahorseChain, and yep, is gonna be developed by ourselves for this. So the similarity is we kind of like want to become the second Binance. So the current seconds per transactions is around 5 to 7 seconds per transactions, which is quite low at the moment with us. But we see that Binance is, of course, for each transaction it has the seconds of per one transactions is just around 3 seconds. So we are trying to put it as high productive as possible. We want to put it at least 3 seconds, or just around 2 to 1 seconds. So that is what we aiming to improve in our change at the moment, and we're just having the testnet for us first. So hope that in the future, when at least in the next 3 weeks, I believe that the whole change is gonna at its finest around the end of November. But for the testnet, I believe it's gonna be released within this month, and you guys can another one of wireless. You guys can join a wireless event, and if you win a wireless spot, you guys can be the tester for us on the SeahorseChain.
Okay, thank you. That will be all. Thank you so much. Over to you, Glenn.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the question, Syed. Let's move to Aisha. You had a question for Mira at SeahorseChain. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. So you are planning on developing Seahorse P2E game where by collecting resources, players can build their own island with various props and decorations. I was wondering, will it be open world game, and on which game engine it is being developed on?
Mm-hmm. So the game is gonna be open around 3 weeks. So the launching pool is after the launching pool is finally released, the game is gonna be released right after that too. And this game is if talking about what kind of game it's based on, I believe we have the inspirations from the C game that we have been playing since we were kids, where we have kind of like the small fish. It's gonna eat the smaller one, and then it becomes a big fish. And after that, it can get the strength to eat even more, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every day. So that is our inspirations for this game. And the game mode, when we're trying to collecting resources, is it's just a way of creating incentive for new gamers who love to have earning tokens through playing games. So that is just the mechanism we want to put in for our user to be attractive enough for them. So I hope it's answered your question.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Let's move to Western Beast. You had a question for Mira at SeahorseChain. Go ahead.
Thanks, Glenn. All right, Myra, I'm seeing on your white paper that the Seahorse aims to expand its trading functionality and engage the audience that trades the futures with leverage. If I completely understand this statement, it means that you actually intend to expand the would I say the tokens and the chains that you intend to expand to. I wanted asking, would you be taking community decisions, and would you be analyzing these community decisions through a moderation panel of some sort before finalizing the decisions that you want to trade the futures with leverage with?
Were you talking about like if we're doing some decision, if we make some decisions, will we do it by ourselves, or will we have the community interrupting into it? Is it your question?
Yes, because I'm seeing the fact that you're going to be running some form of
Mm-hmm.
trades, and will be engaging an audience to trade futures with leverage. When you're engaging this audience, at what points do you engage them? Do you engage them before taking it on? And aside from that, will you be taking decisions from the community for what futures to trade with?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Of course, we will have our tester from the community before we can actually release any features within our ecosystem. And the future trading is also included in that. So we will need to get it's like a questionnaire from the communities, and we need to collect some data before we can actually bring the functionality into reality. You got me. So it's gonna be community center.
I see. And so after the community has made decisions, there will be a moderation panel to finalize the decisions. Am I correct?
Yep. Of course, the final decision is gonna be from two sides, which is the community 50% and from the dev team 50%.
Myra, I really wish you guys the best, and I hope the project stays bullish moonward. Over to you, Glenn.
Okay, thank you.
The question, Western Beast. Let's move to Venice. You had a question for Mira at SeahorseChain. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Glenn. Okay, as I was reading your white paper and on your website, I read that Seahorse Launch Pool allows project owners launch their tokens to BSC users. And on the other
Mm-hmm.
end, you are allowing people to swap their tokens easily across different chains. So it got me thinking, why do you restrict the project owners to launch their tokens to BSC users?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand it. I understand your concern. So at first, it's just about releasing a seahorse chain, right? So we need to have our own blockchain, and we need to have user for it. So to do it faster and more economical for the whole team, we would decide to create the projects and create the tokens based on BSC first, Binance Smart Chains first, because it already has its user, and if we do an ecosystem around it, we can attract a lot of user easier than we would do it with our own blockchain from the beginning. So that's the reason why. And for the second one, I want to mention that once we exchange of the current user within our ecosystem to the Seahorse blockchain, it's gonna take a while if we doesn't have like just one way of blockchains where we have like multiple chains coming up in the launch pool. It's gonna be very complex, and it's more complicated for us to exchange of the current user to our blockchain's user. So that's the reason. Is it answer your question?
Yeah, understood. Thank you. Thank you so much for answering it.
Okay, thank you. That good question.
Okay, thank you for the question, Venice. Yeah, some great questions today. Yeah, we're running out of time now, Mira, but yeah, if you can do a recap for us about the project for anyone who's joined the call late today, and if the first half of the AMA, we can give them a quick catch up.
Yeah. So this is just a decentralized exchange project, and it's gonna be a new blockchain in the crypto space. So we have a lot of utilities coming up for you guys, and our pre-sale is gonna happen in the next 2 days, and it's whitelist only. So if you guys feel interested in this project, just do your own research. Come to our pre-sale link and check out the informations in there, and just feel free to come to our Telegram group as our moderators. They will always be there to support you, and hope that you guys can get one whitelist spot for this pre-sale.
Thank you very much for coming today, Mira. It's been great speaking to you. As we always say, well, for research and educational purposes, it's not financial advice, but you can check out the website, the white paper, the official socials. They're in our main chat. And yeah, so we always recommend for the community investors to check out the website, the white paper. If you like what you see, go and join the Telegram, have a chat with the team and the community. And if you want to invest, you can still enter some competitions to win a whitelist spot. And I think the pre-sale is in 2 days. Okay, great. Thank you very much for coming, Mira. Take care, and I'll finish the record and send over a copy for you to share with your community, and I'll send that into our main chat for our community investors to listen back to.
Okay, that would be lovely. Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you, Mira. Take care.
Okay, take care.